Hi everyone, I'm Susan. I'm Adrian's wife, if you didn't know that already. But he was getting a little bit nervous on starting this video, so I'm starting it for him. I think I'm going to post it on my channel too. Today we are going to be talking about Adrian's doctor's appointment that he had with Dr. Hurley in Rochester, New York, the person that's going to be becoming his primary care physician along with prescribing his testosterone. And we just wanted to talk to you guys about and get a feel if this has ever happened to you. When we went in, the doctor was talking about wanting to start Adrian on androgel first. And he was really pushing it, like, I have coupons for this, kind of like a pharmaceutical kind of push. And Adrian had stated that, you really wanted to start with the injections. How did that make you feel?
Kind of like my opinion didn't matter. Like, kind of like, well, that's great that that's what you want, but here's what I have in mind. So, I'm supposed to go back again. So what happened is I went in for that appointment. It was my first appointment with him. Did a lot of like background history. The person I see now for gender therapy knows this doctor and refers people over to him. There's been some people in the area who have started with him and switched to different doctors because they haven't really been happy with
his bedside manner.
Yeah. Not that he's not like a competent doctor, but his personality hasn't meshed well with everybody.
I think some people had said that he would consistently use their birth names when they had already told him the name that they were going by, their chosen name.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons.
But I kind of had it in my head already that I want to use injections. I wasn't considering the gel, had no real desire to use the gel. So basically, he said that I have to go get the blood work done, come back for another appointment. So I went and got my blood work done the day after that appointment. So I think this week I should be going to see him for a second time. And I actually went on the computer and looked some stuff up and kind of made like a list of what I want to talk to him about. First off being that the gel I'd have to put on every single day. And I'm not real good at like consistency with things. Like I forget stuff all the time. So that, I don't know. Well, I wouldn't forget, but it would just be a pain. And to not be able to come into contact with anybody else, like Susan or our son, for like it said 5 to 6 hours, or it even sounds like that contact area where it's actually like applied shouldn't come into contact with anyone, period. So it's ridiculous, and I don't want that.
It sounds like a big hassle, and it's also a lot more expensive. You found out, right?
Yeah, one of the sites said that it's like double the price. And it's just, sometimes like, in my job, there's a clinic, and like pharmaceutical reps will come in and talk about a prescription drug, and then give samples, or give little like cards where you can get it, half price, get one free, whatever, which is weird. And somebody else, who was it? Oh, God. Jackie. I think Jackie was saying that Jackie and Chris from Teammates had said that the U.S. is the only one that does that. Any country that, like, you
yeah, Jackie said that you can't advertise medication as a product.
Like brand names
like in
and
commercials
the newest thing.
In different countries.
Because it's kind of weird. Like, the doctor should push something because he knows about it.
It's a good medicine.
It, has benefits for the person, not because somebody just came in and said, hey, this is great, why don't you sell this? It's not even supposed to, like, be selling. The whole scenario is kind of weird. So, yes, I was kind of sad. I was, like, really excited for the appointment to go in and, because things were moving and changing. But luckily, I'm not losing sight of the fact that I did get approved to start, and I'm going to go in and talk to this guy and try and advocate for myself.
And you said that you felt better after
Yeah.
guys' night out too. It gave you more confidence talking to other people.
There's a group that meets here in Rochester once a month, and it's a handful of guys, and we kind of just talk about, you know, what's going on. We sit down, have coffee. A lot of the times it has to do with transitioning. Sometimes it just has to do with where people are at in their everyday lives. And I was able to kind of talk about everything, and actually got a name of a doctor who a lot of people transfer to from Hurley. So I think I'm going to call them tomorrow, which will be Monday for me, and see about them taking new patients. So that if I go in and see this guy Hurley and like he doesn't respond well, or I feel like I'm being disrespected, I'll already have a plan B set up. But
I just want to make sure that you don't let this guy make you feel like the decision that he chooses for you is your only option. Like,
and it's hard sometimes though. Like the therapist that I have is not the greatest. She's
horrible.
But when I first started to talk about everything, and I called around, because what I did is I went on the Gay Alliance website, and they have a list of all the providers who are trans friendly. And everybody was booked, nobody was taking patients, and this other person was taking patients. And by word of mouth, people are like, oh my god, you know, they follow the standards really strictly, they're really old fashioned, it's going to take you forever. And it did, and she does, but at the same time, I didn't want to not like be moving forward, so I kind of tolerated it to get what I need. And that's kind of like,
do you think this video is going longer than 15 minutes?
I don't know.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I didn't want you to like have like all these great thoughts and have it be cut off.
I guess, I don't know where I just left off.
I'm sorry. I seriously have like
I'll get back to that at another point, talking about the therapist. Alright, this is Susan.
Hi. I mean, bye. I love you.
Bye.